last night was one of those nights where I was staring at the ceiling, just like praying that my brain would switch off so that I could fall asleep. I think it took me at least 2 hours to get to sleep last night, which very sadly for me is not uncommon. Like, this happens all the time and it's so frustrating on so many different levels. My sleep is something I have struggled with my whole life. My mom has really bad sleep and my brother, I believe, does, or at least he definitely did growing up, and it's just something I've like accepted. But in saying that, there are so many things that I can do and that I try to do that really do help and just aid my brain in, okay, it's wind down time, we've got a good night routine going, let's get our brain into sleepy mode. I'm a morning shower girly. I feel like this topic of conversation is so controversial, but I just truly believe that showering in the morning wakes you up like nothing else. But in saying that, it has been 33 degrees Celsius today, so I'm gonna hop in the shower so that I can put on fresh PJs. Oh my god, the best feeling ever. I saw this TikTok the other day that was like, if you put on fresh PJs after showering, then the PJs stay clean. Like, they don't count as dirty. But if you put on fresh PJs after not showering, then you have to immediately wash those pajamas. So basically, if you always shower before putting on your PJs, then your PJs never get dirty. I feel so fresh right now. That was exactly what I needed. A big part of the reason why I can't fall asleep, from what I've gathered about myself over the years, is my anxiety. I have generalized anxiety disorder, which is anxiety. A big part of that is catastrophic anxiety, so my brain just constantly goes to like worst case scenarios, but to an extreme. It'll just kind of assault me with like pictures of terrible things or thoughts of terrible things, just stuff like that. And I think because throughout the day I'm really bad at giving myself the time to think. Like, I'm constantly doing things throughout the day, and I think if I gave myself more space to think, maybe if I meditated more, went for more mindful walks, things like that, I would actually be able to process some of the thoughts that come up. But because I don't do that, I'm really bad at that. Instead, they all come flooding to me right as my head hits the pillow, and then I start thinking about it, and then I start spiraling, and then I stay up. Sometimes I just can't fall asleep, and it's just physically I'm incapable, but I would say more than 50% of the time it's because of these thoughts that I have. It doesn't even have to be serious stuff. Like, it can literally just be me stressing out about like things that I have to do, or yeah, I'm sure that a lot of you can relate to this on at least some level, because it's not specific to insomnia, it's just that mine is a more extreme version that actually prevents me from falling asleep. Being so tired and not being able to fall asleep has to be one of the most horrible experiences, because physically it's all that you want and it's all that you need, but there's just like a block that stops it completely from being able to happen, and it's so frustrating. And the only reason I'm talking about this, because I know there are so many worse things obviously that can happen in someone's lifetime, but I don't think it's spoken about enough, because I think we generally see things in extremes. So if you don't have the extreme version of insomnia, which is like, some people literally cannot sleep for days, like that is scary, like that's awful, and I'm so grateful I don't have that. But even in saying that, what I have is still valid, and it still matters, and it's still important. And I think because we tend to see things in black and white, people can be a little dismissive of maybe milder forms of really any illness or chronic condition or anything, and so you just don't hear people talk about it that much. But I know for a fact that it's very real and that a lot of people experience this. So I thought maybe if you had sleep issues, you could find comfort in this video. It's 6:30 right now. I'm gonna be so real, I don't normally do my skincare this early, but just because I was in the shower, I thought I might as well just get this done. I find skincare a really nice meditative, mindful experience, and I think even if it's like not skincare that you do, just taking some time for yourself to do something nice. Maybe it's like doing your nails or having a stretch, but I think something like this is so nice, and it's such a like tangible form of self-care as well. You're physically touching your skin, and I just think there's something very healing about that. I can't get that fucking It Girl song out of my head. My brain just goes ITGIRL, and it makes me want to die. I'm so sorry to whoever the artist is. Like, it's literally no hate, no shade. I just can't hear it ever again because everybody on TikTok has ruined it. Before I cook, I have to do the dishes from last night, and this segment is sponsored by New Girl because I cannot do anything that involves cooking or cleaning without having something interesting going on in the background. Look at this shit. I'm gonna keep watching New Girl. Normally when we eat dinner, Ethan and I will obviously eat it together, and we will just have TV time. Lately we've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't know how it's taken me this long to watch Drag Race, considering the fact that I am like the biggest reality TV girl ever. Drag Race is on another level. Like, the fact that Ethan watches it with me is crazy because he does not like shows like that normally, but it's just so fucking funny. Like, I'm obsessed. It's so iconic. But tonight, because I don't want to watch it without Ethan, I think I'm just gonna hit up some New Girl. Maybe I'll watch some Vlogmas and stuff. I'm gonna rot in front of the TV. Sometimes you just need 3 hours of TV time. I mean, I'm just a girl.
That's dumb. That's straight dumb. You're dumb.
Me trying to make an aesthetic video and everything just goes everywhere. After dinner, I always crave something sweet. I wish I didn't, but I do. And sometimes I cave and I just have like half a block of chocolate, but I am gonna settle tonight for a Bobby, which is a prebiotic soda. Oh God. And I'm putting it in a wine glass because why not? I also got myself a candy cane because I don't know, I honestly don't know what it is. I've just really been craving sweet. Sometimes you just need to let yourself live a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm getting my period or something, I have no idea, but honestly, I have been craving something sweet every single night. As a side note, it is currently 8:17 p.m. and look how light it is outside. Summer in Melbourne is actually crazy. Like, the fact that the sun stays up so late, but you know what I mean, like it's so amazing, but also by the time you get to bed you've had only like 1 hour of darkness, which is a little tricky when you're trying to sleep well and stuff like that, but I'm not complaining. I would so much rather the longer nights than the winter nights. I know so many of you guys will be in the middle of winter right now, and I'm so sorry. I really am. Oh my God. Alicia Marie was way too loud just then. Oh my God.
Like, crisscross chair when I hasn't even been a week. If you did some stuff and it haven't even been a week, it's my first time actually sitting on it.
Guys, I completely forgot that I had a TikTok brand deal, which is so random for me, by the way, but we love to see it, that I meant to post today. Like, it's been approved and everything, but I didn't put it in my calendar, and it's literally 9:24. But I feel like it's not too late to I can't even speak. I feel like it's not too late to post it now. So I'm gonna post my TikTok. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I'm trying to post every single day of December, although I did get really sick, so I kind of flopped on that, but I'm trying my best to get better at posting on TikTok because apparently that's like what I need to be doing. I don't know, I'm just a girl. Post.
Are you even ready yet?
Ooh. Okay, TikTok is up. We love to see it. I also, sorry if this is TMI, but I just got my period, which totally explains the sugar cravings. So I'm glad that I'm not crazy. It was just my hormones. Anyway, like I said, it's 9:30 and I'm honestly kind of done with like devices. I think I'm gonna read on my other device, but at least this device is, I feel like this is better for me. What I'm debating right now is whether I want to have a bath. No, I don't want to have a bath, but I'll tell you what I do want to do. I want to make myself a tea and drink my tea while I read my book. Oh, I looked like Voldemort for a second there. Do I do this every night? No. But do I do this some nights? Hell yeah, I have been known to partake in the tea drinking game. Sorry, sometimes I get like the adult version of Zoomies at night, where you just get really silly goofy for about 10 minutes before you like pass out because you're so tired. Does anybody else get like that? I have pretty much one like hard rule, and that is that my phone does not come into the bedroom with me at nighttime. I notice 1000% when I am on a screen within an hour of going to sleep, my sleep is just fucked. Like, it literally makes me feel like I've just taken a shot of coffee. So my phone charges out in the living room. There she goes. When I tell people that, they're like, how do you wake up in the morning? But we just have a Google Home Mini that like has an alarm function. You can literally use a watch or a regular alarm clock, but honestly, it makes such a difference to not have your phone in the bedroom. I know so many people like scroll on TikTok and stuff before bed, and I'm not trying to sound like that bitch, because I get it. Like, sometimes you just need to switch off, and that's such a fun, easy way to do it. But if you do have issues with sleep, like, changing your screen time situation is number one. I left myself the most beautiful surprise, you guys. I dumped all of my clean laundry on my bed, and then I didn't deal with it, which is so fun and exciting because it means that I get to do it now, right before bed, which is exactly what I want to be doing right now. It's pouring outside. It's so cozy. I literally love when I go to sleep and there's rain, because every night when we sleep, Ethan and I listen to white noise. It just like really helps almost numb out any other sounds. So if somebody's like walking down our street late at night talking loudly with friends, the white noise like blocks it out, but it gives like a consistent noise, if that makes sense. And rain is the real life white noise, and it's so heavenly, especially when I'm like reading in bed all cozy. Oh, I'm so excited. My favorite part of the night is when I crawl into bed and I read. I've really been on my reading game again. I have always been such a reader. Like, since I was a kid, I always loved books because my parents just love books so much. There was a dip this year, like honestly, maybe like a month ago, I just kind of stopped reading because life just sometimes gets in the way. But I think I'm gonna be on track to finish 25 books this year, which I think is really good. To kind of push me through the end of the year right now, I'm on like a romantic comedy, just like really easy reads, just to get my numbers up so that I can try and get to 25. So right now I'm reading Funny You Should Ask. I should really know better than to trust TikTok, because this book is just like super predictable, cheesy, etc., but it's quite easy to read. I'm 57% of the way through, and I have an hour and 50 minutes left in this book, so it's a really quick, easy one. I'm gonna open the doors to let the rain sounds in. Oh, okay, that was a really cute idea, but it's 30 degrees out there still. God, I just dropped my contact. No! bedroom light to red.
Got it.
Oh my god, I'm feeling so tired. It's actually crazy, like, switching these red lights on before bed, because it's a habit now. My brain just knows that, like, when the red lights go on, it's time for me to get sleepy. It's the weirdest thing. What does red light do before sleep?
Research studies discovered red to be the best color light to help you sleep because it increases production of melatonin as well as full darkness.
There you go. It's just so peaceful to have red light in the bedroom at nighttime. We've been doing this for like 2 years now, and it honestly helps so much. Like, it just makes the bedroom feel really calm. Right now I'm stretching. This is a non-negotiable for me. I cannot believe like how long I've been doing this for now. I'm just a creaky bitch. Like, I don't know why. I have a really bad posture. I sit at my desk a lot, so I have a lot of back and neck problems generally, but I also find that stretching really helps me before bed. I don't know if it helps me sleep, but like, I think just having a routine that I do before bed is so helpful. I think, again, it's just that feeling of like, the lights are red, that means it's time to start feeling sleepy. I'm stretching, that means it's time to start feeling sleepy. I think we really thrive off having routines, or at least I definitely do. So when I have certain things that I do every night, it like signals to my brain that it's time to switch off. I've just been reading since I stretched. Also, to address the elephant in the room, actually, do you know what? This is like such a hot tip for my anxious girlies or people who struggle with sleep. Having a stuffed animal is literally the best thing I've ever done. I snuggle her like this every night, and it's so comforting to, like, I don't know, soothe any anxious thoughts. It really makes you feel like a child to just have a little stuffed animal, but also physically it's so comfortable. Like, I sleep with her under my chin, and it kind of like props up my neck in such a good way. Honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend. It's quite hot tonight, and I'm a bit like nervous because I don't tend to sleep super well when it's very hot. Like, I'm sweating right now. You definitely need to cool down before bed, not heat up, and I'm currently roasting. Feeling anxious about not sleeping is actually a big reason why sometimes I don't sleep. My boyfriend Ethan actually told me seriously the most life-changing advice. He said, whenever you start to feel anxious or stressed about the fact that you're not sleeping, just tell yourself how comfortable you are. Like, just really be present and start to think about like, oh, I'm so lucky to be in a warm, beautiful, comfortable bed right now. I feel so relaxed. Even if I don't sleep, I get to just lie here for 8 hours in bed. Like, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm so tired. Like, just really say those things to yourself. And it literally changed my life, because the second that you start to say those soothing things, your body relaxes, and I genuinely fall asleep within 5 minutes most of the time when it gets to that point. One of my favorite things about my night routine, it's so like dorky, but honestly, I've done this. Well, I actually found out that I did this as a kid, and then I returned to it when I was about like 18, and I've done it ever since, is I will listen to the Stephen Fry Harry Potter audiobooks. I literally just cycle through them. Like, once I finished the series, I go straight back to book 1, and now it's something that Ethan and I do together, and it's so cute. Like, every night we listen to Harry Potter together. If you haven't listened to the Stephen Fry version, he is incredible. Like, it's so good. Ethan's obviously not here right now, but I'm just gonna go back a little bit and I'll just listen to like 5 or 10 minutes. It's so relaxing. It's like being read a bedtime story, because it literally is, by your parents or something, and it's so soothing and healing, and it's honestly the perfect way to end my night.
Causing all 3 of the Dursleys to jump with fright. Harry tore a second official-looking